The best days in a week are the weekends, where people travel to different places, hang out with their friends, start partying and do so much of stuff. But once upon a time, there was a young boy who used to work during the weekends, and the hardest part is he used to clean 7 floors of a building. The 7th floor was the CEO's office. Every time he went to the 7th floor, forgetting all the hardships and pain, he used to start dreaming as CEO. In fact, it was a very big dream for someone who just used to clean the floors. And he says, dreaming big was the only thing that he could do at that point of the time. Nevertheless, his big dreams motivated him, pushed him hard, and finally made him the CEO. Magic Johnson, one of the finest players of the NBA and CEO with net worth of $600 million. Dream, a world full of imagination that has no limitations, restrictions and boundaries. Dreams always sets the goals, shows you the destiny and motivates you to move in that direction. When we look at the world is full of talented people. Each and every individual is gifted with something or other. But most of the times, most of the people fail to achieve their dreams. Why? The reason is simple. Most of them look at their dreams as desires, where very few look at them as passion. Desire is something that you really want, and passion is something that you really can't without. If you are someone who is so passionate to achieve your dreams, here I am to share with you 3 most important characters that will help you to achieve your dreams. He is a man born in a very poor family and describes himself to be taken birth on the other sides of the tracks. He was a big dreamer, in fact, very big dreamer. While trying to achieve his dreams, people instead of supporting started criticizing him, saying, "You can't achieve it, it's impossible for you," and no one else believed in him. And he says he's the only person who believed in himself. That belief that he had in himself transformed him from the rags to riches. Howard Schultz, CEO of Starbucks across 75 countries. You can't really expect a delicious fruit sowing a cactus seed. In the same way, you can't expect positive results always thinking the negative. In fact, nothing is impossible for those who believe. One of my most favorite verses from the Holy Bible. Yes, this is the first character you need to have, is believing your own self even when the rest of the whole world just don't believe you. It was in the year 2007. There were many mobile companies existing in the market. Everyone was busy and struggling to modify the same keypad mobile in different ways, and none were able to look beyond. That was the time something marvelous happened. Introduction of Apple iPhone with multi-touch, eliminating the keypad. This was something the world had neither seen nor heard of before. This revolutionized and completely changed the face of the mobile. This became possible because someone, none other than Steve Jobs, thought out of box. If you want to achieve your dreams, the second character that you need to have is the ability to think out of box. Don't restrict yourself within your own boundaries. Kick your limitation and explore beyond. There was a man who lost his father at the age of 6 and worked in different kinds of jobs just to fill his stomach. At the age of 65, when he finally retired, he was left with nothing except $105, which he received as one-time pension. Having that little amount, preparing his own recipe of chicken, he went to each and every restaurant pleading for the franchise. And every single day, he returned home being rejected. But he never gave up. Instead, he continued doing the same until he heard the first test. The fact is, it took him 1009 no's before the first test he heard. Colonel Sanders, CEO, KFC Chicken, with 18,875 outlets across the world. We also know very famous scientist who failed 1,000 times before he went on to lighten the whole world, Thomas Edison. These great men has proved and showed that nothing is impossible if we never give up, which is the third character that we need to have to achieve our dreams. If you are a fighter and had this habit of never giving up, just believe me, one day all these failures has to bow down before you as stepping stones of success. Dreams are always sweet, but the ways to achieve them are really hard but not impossible. The only difference between a dream and a reality is work but not worry. In this process of achieving your dreams, you may get tired, lose confidence, and even may lose hope. But never give up. The truth is, success has no shortcuts except working hard. The worst thing that could happen to a human is not the death, but it's getting to the end of the life only to realize that you never lived up to your dreams. Today, your life still offers you two choices: either to end your life with the pain of regret or to end your life with the pain of success.